Be good if he comes down through here and sails through there. But yeah,
some money in that Land Rover. Chrissy, Tom, and Jimmy.
Yeah, there is some money.
Some money in there.
I'm back. Now I know, everybody, I know the videos have been few and far between recently, and you all deserve an explanation. But firstly, my morning started like this. Basically, I was sitting in there this morning, and most mornings are a nightmare. When you've got a 5-year-old and a 7-month-old, nothing's very easy. But anyway, sitting in there this morning, all of a sudden I heard this gushing. I thought, what's that noise? I got up, thought my boiler was on, but that seems to come on as and when it likes to. I thought, that's not that. So I opened the door. Water absolutely flooding the place, burst water pipe. So that was a 6 o'clock treat for me this morning to fix that, which I have managed to do successfully. But basically, yeah, we've been really busy. Me and Colin have been doing logs absolutely non-stop. And I'll be honest, when I get in the evening, I just don't find the time at the moment to get some editing done. So we're down at 1 video a week, and sometimes it's not even that. I know it's not great, but you know, what you got to think is, oh, you just, every week you've got to think, oh, I wonder if there's going to be an Ackham Lads video this week, and be excited about it, or at least try. Anyway, so we're busy logging, and that is basically that. But I've got a bit of footage for you. It's not the best, but we went on the Big O'S Stag Do, and I didn't film anything after we left the activity place, because we stayed in the Grand Hotel in Brighton, and I didn't think it would be right to be filming, you know, people when they're on, you know, whatever, other people. So I've just got the footage of us doing the activities. Here it is.
The Queen, isn't it? There's Tom.
Go.
Zoe. It's Daniel. Stag Do ahead.
This is a different sort of video.
You might not be able to publish all of it.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going, but we're in Luke's car, and 9 times out of 10 when I've been in Luke's car on a stag do,
yeah,
it doesn't end well. You just end up halfway down a lane because it's ground out on the smallest pothole you've ever seen. So we're off.
Right.
Ollie's Stag Do, here we come. So we've made it to the activity centre in before 10:15, because they said you've got to be here before 10:15. Luke did his best to nearly get us not here before 10:15, didn't you, Luke?
Do you want to see that big old?
What
Want to see a
happened?
big old rubber that I'm going to use?
What happened?
Well,
You was going up the road, and which way did you go?
I'm not going to lie. I was looking at a little Ford Fiesta ST that was parked up for sale, and then I just
Missed the turn-in.
I missed the turn, so we done a big loop round Forest Road.
It was a bit silly, wasn't it?
I don't give a shit. Don't give a quack.
We ordered breakfast with no bacon, which was ridiculous. There's a wolf. Can you kill that wolf on a lead? Anyway, hopefully we can set up so that you can see us cane the quads round at 400 mile an hour. Here he is. Here he is.
Here I am.
Cameo.
The one and only.
The first day on the old Pro.
Yeah.
Here come the boys. 1, 2, 3. This bloke must be pissed. Did you get pissed last night, Jim? We're all just getting taken down into these woods.
I reckon.
They make you think you've come on a stag do, you haven't. It's like the Blair Witch
reckon
Project.
I'm going to end up getting back.
It reminds me of Chris's stag do.
I reckon I'm
Having a big walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rained at home.
The only difference is Luke's car actually made it here. We found ourselves in some double-decker bus. Just on the back seat. We're off to school. Luke's making the tea. Good lad, tea boy.
So, you signed disclaimer. Is that seat comfortable there for you, sir?
Yeah, she's alright.
Yeah, brilliant. So, clutch down in first gear, a little bit of accelerator because it's cold. We go straight up and take the first right here. That's it. Try not to dry steer. So, don't see it. So they're big wheels, so it does upset the power steering pump. Marvellous. So, you guys all said you've done a bit of off-roading. Is this a hobby? Yeah, up to the right here. Is it a bit of a hobby, or you've just been on some of these days before?
No, we've never been on a day. We've had some of us have got a bit of ground and that.
Nice.
Fantastic, let's go round to the...
Let's try and get over the hump here. So nice and straight, we can go in the ruts, it's not going to belly out. Steady power so the back wheels press the rise. And then let the engine brake and bring you down the other side. Nice. Perfect. And let's go round to the right here. I may be saying how dry it is, but I think the winter's round the corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll be back to Quagmire. I mean, it ruts out terribly in here in the winter. Sharp right here, keep it on the bank almost, like slide the back round if you have to. Nice. Oh, that's good. Fantastic. Let's go straight up towards that bank, then try and cross into them ruts on the left. We'll go in them because there's no room to be anywhere else.
She's an old girl.
This one is, yeah, it's old 2.5 turbo, so pre-TDI.
I wonder what the new ones would go like round
Well, like the
there.
Puma ones, or the
No,
new
the new one of these, yeah.
You're looking at them, you're looking at them. It's funny, he went, what?
Yeah, go on, tell them what score you got then.
Fucking,
Bossed it, didn't you?
yeah, bossed it, didn't I? Professional.
Got any guns there on show?
Not anymore.
Fucking hell, look at that wanker.
Couple of fucking sparrow wings.
Here he comes. Be good if he comes down through here and sails through there, but yeah.
Some money in that Land Rover. Chrissy, Tom and
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
out.
there is some money.
Some money in there.
Level out.
Well, unbelievably,
Oh,
We're all clear.
we're all clear. Not one of us had any penalty points.
Yeah, so you took like at the ranges round there.
Even the old bricklayer got through.
So what am I going to do then to win?
Well,
Got any ideas?
admittedly, I did say when we found out that it was penalty points, I thought Ollie's fucked because he just does everything at 400 mile an hour.
No. I'm technical as well.
And when he found out he wasn't allowed to change gear, I knew that he'd... Well, you didn't win, did you? We were all first. There's a 7-way place for first, although one bloke, he got a bit close to a tree. But, you know.
So it's all on this next one then, isn't it?
This is it. This is it. And then it's all off to the to Brighton.
We went on them circulating through the place. All stuff.
Yeah.
Come round the corner, really fast. And it went on one wheel and it wouldn't stop.
Good so far. Did you put the trike out there? Did I see?
Yeah, that's a point. He'll be on minus points in a minute.
He is
competitive, yeah.
When we all used to play on the old Xbox together, we always had to win the race.
He'll have to have the rest of the afternoon off.
So you'll be knackered by the end of the day.
Yeah, got to do it again twice this afternoon. Probably not with people that can do it.
Yeah.
Be a bit easier for him.
It does help. Hopefully they don't.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
He's like a hippo on skates, isn't he?
Wrestling sometimes. You're just lifting it off obstacles.
Oh, that seesaw thing.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, getting that point of balance right. The first one it came down quite hard, didn't it?
Hey, touch! Really nice cocktails there, actually.
You got on your leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it did.
What got your leg?
I don't know, it's fucking on the leg.
Yeah, burnt my fucking leg.
I was going to that.
So as you can imagine, good time was had by all. After that we went to Brighton. We stayed in the Grand Hotel, as I said earlier. We pretty much sat at the bar for about 5-6 hours. You know, it's a stag do. It is what it is. Really and truthfully, actually, I think it was quite a mature stag do, but it was a great time. I didn't want to film all day. I didn't want to film whilst we was in Brighton. I don't like sort of, I don't know, I don't want to invade people's personal space or anything like that. Anyway, so we're back and Ollie's wedding is next week. I might take the GoPro with me. I'll ask Ollie and Sadie if they would like me to. You know, it's entirely up to them really. But yeah, me and Luke are ushers, and it'll be the first time I've ever been an usher or anything at the wedding, and I'll be quite honest with everybody, I'm honoured. It's an honour for me for Ollie to ask me. When he asked me, I couldn't believe it. But so anyway, I am gonna load the truck up with logs. I just wanted to quickly show you all Summit with the logs. So I do store some in these IBC cages. Some, but I tell you what, they stagger me. So down here in the southeast we have had a really dry summer. We've still got a hose pipe ban. They said we've got a drought, but in the past, since they've put the hose pipe in probably about a month ago now, we've had rain at least once a week, every week. Last week, you know, quite a considerable amount of rain, but the temperature and everything is still quite warm. It's still sort of warm around here. I mean, I'm still in shirt and shorts. Yesterday I was in my vest and shorts. So I think, you know, sometimes colonists say, oh well, because we get to that stage of year where it gets wet and nothing dries out, but at the moment things are still drying out. So come and have a look at these cages. So here's the logs. I cut them the other day so they can stay, but I've had these two cages here cut for a while. But look how bung dry they are. I mean, they've had quite a considerable amount of rain on them in the past few weeks. And look. I mean, I know someone's going to say, well, how can we tell from the camera? But if I knew where my moisture tester was, I could test it. But let me get a bit. That's a bit of hornbeam. But some of the logs, when they're really seasoned, they go a bit black. I had some yesterday. Look, here you go. Look at that. That is actually, it looks damp, but when they get really seasoned, they actually do start turning black and looking horrible, believe it or not. The whiter the log, the sort of the fresher it is since it's been cut. But ash is quite a light log anyway. But I'm quite impressed with the old cages. Of course, it is a bit of a myth. People always think that you should cover all logs up to keep them dry. In my experience, I think the best way to dry logs is to let air get at them. I've seen a lot of people with these IBC cages that have the lids on them, you know, that, like, obviously because they come with containers in, although ours didn't. They cut them in half, put them on top. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it is better to keep the rain off of them, but it's not actually fundamental. The logs, in these cages, they really, really, really do dry out. I would say, as a bold statement, I would say they dry out quicker in these cages than what they do in the shed. But obviously in the winter, if they get rained on quite a bit, they're going to get an element of dampness, whereas the ones in the shed aren't. But anyway, time to get loaded. So after I filmed that bit where I was just about to fill the truck up with logs, I did actually try to film it, but we had an interrupt. I don't know whether a customer come or something. Anyway, so I didn't catch yet again actually filling the truck up with logs, but not that anyone wants to see that. But no, I think that brings to an end. As I say, at the moment it's a bit tricky getting the footage because all I am literally doing is spending my day on here, cutting, delivering, cutting, delivering, cutting, delivering, cutting, delivering, literally all day, every day. It's a nice problem to have, but obviously these energy prices are making a massive difference. But no, so I think that brings us up to about 15 minutes long, this video, and I always think, you know, I know it's complete cack, but if you can't have 15 minutes of cack in your life once a week, then, well, you need to get out more. But you know, whatever. I've actually done a bit of footage about the processor, which, depending on how I get on with footage tomorrow, I may well bring out Monday. It's a cracking video. But yeah, other than that, no, it's just to say once again, thank you everybody for watching. It's you know, I still get a lot of feedback, and I'd love to know that people are enjoying it, and that's the main thing. So yeah, just looking around thinking, my god, are we ever going to get the annex built? I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you know what's coming. The only way is up. The only way is up. See you all soon.